Yo, what's up, guys? Back here up on request for Q&A part two. I think I might start doing this weekly, possibly. Haven't decided yet. So, part two Q&A. We're going to get it rocking. Who's all in here? Drop it in the comments. Also, so I have some questions that people asked before this, but I'd rather answer on stage questions. So if y'all got a question, put it down in the comments for sure, and let me know who's in here. First, so someone asked earlier, how do you overcome the objection of, you know, you have to come out and see the place before we sign an agreement? And it's pretty simple whenever you embrace being the buyer, especially because you just say, look, what's up, Dan? Um, it's just, look, hey, I do way too many deals. I do hundreds of deals. There's been way too many times that we go out to the property to meet the seller, and either the seller don't show, or someone like Dan came along and offered him more, and they went with Dan. So I don't want to waste my time. I definitely don't want to waste your time as the seller. So that's typically, how I go about it. And you just got to respect the seller, and, don't be pushy on it, obviously. So that is pretty much the easy way on that. What's up? I see some more y'all in here. So next, let's see. Dan, drop me a question because I'm just going off the fly right now. Pictures. All right, how we get pictures. Here we go. So, number one, the reason that y'all ain't really getting pictures is because you're presenting it like it's just an option, and that, like, if they want to, they can send you pictures. When in reality, it's just the next step. Like, nothing moves forward without them. So, the way y'all are framing it is like, hey, hey, Miss Janice, I'm going to shoot you over this simple 2-page agreement. Whenever you sign it, if you could shoot me pictures, then from there, we're going to come out. And, like, I think you're just skimming over it way too much, and you need to emphasize more on, hey, pictures is the next step. So, and always assume the close. So, yeah, I'm going to shoot you this 2-page agreement once you sign it. So, assuming the close, once you sign it, next, I'm going to need you to send me over photos. So we're not saying like, oh, send me pictures. We're saying like, hey, I need you to send me photos before we move forward, because that's the next step. Again, it comes down to embracing being the buyer. And hey, I just don't want to waste time. And I'm not going to come out again without a general idea. So I need you to send me pictures. Now, of course, if that don't work, we got other ways. Next, for me, use your network. So for Titanium University, we would go to the map and check it out. If you got someone there in the area, cool. Send them out. They'll get it. Next, you can't, well, market it to buyers, at least some pocket buyers if you have them, or just a few. And hey, hey, Mr. Buyer, this is a banger. You get first looks. If you go check it out, just give me pictures if you don't want it. Next, go Uber, DoorDash, Uber Eats or something. Send them out there, order Arby's number 5, and in the other comments or whatever, put, hey, give me a call. I need pictures. I'll Venmo you $20. So they're going to call. They're going to be head over heels happy because these guys are out there just grinding. And they're going to be like, what's going on? And, if it's vacant or a lockbox, obviously it's just, hey, go in, I'm buying this. Now, if there's someone there for whatever reason they couldn't get them, you're going to have to coordinate it. But send these people out. They're going to love it. I've had multiple of them. Like, look, whenever you go to tear this out, or you do the remodel, or you do the whatever, like, let me know. So then always last resort, Investor Boots, Bilingual Brothers, any of those services, it's going to cost you like $150, $200 though. So how to get a contract signed when the seller isn't tech savvy? Happened to me, like, wants it to be mailed. No, don't mail that bad boy. So that's crazy. You just asked that. So first, Dan, go to the TU map. Pull that up, see if you got anyone near there then go in and tag them in the Facebook group. Be like, hey, got a deal here. Seller, wants me to, I need to go out. Send them out. If you can't, next make a Facebook post. Tag those people in it. Tag RJ, tag Cassie, tag, some of these bigger people in the group and ask, hey, anyone near here? Do you have buyers near here? Because if someone has a pocket buyer that they really mega trust, like, who knows? Maybe you do that. Next, order. Well, that wouldn't. You could send someone out to like walk them through it, but I don't know who I would necessarily trust with that. Worst case scenario, investor boots. But maybe a local. No, see, you got to do someone you trust. I mean, investor boots is going to have to be your last. It's either the network or investor boots. I mean, I wouldn't trust like an Uber Eats or nothing like that with a contract. But yeah, what's up, everybody else? Drop a comment down here. Otherwise, I'm about to just ramble about some random topics, which is cool too. But if you got a question, anything wholesale acquisitions mindset. But Dan, hopefully that answered your questions. And by the way, y'all, if you don't follow Dan, he's on TikTok a lot, going live. He's probably somewhere in the range of day 70 wholesaling. So you can watch him go from 0 to where he is now and then follow his journey, and do your journey alongside him as well. So let's see next. Yeah, no problem, Dan. Yeah, go check him out. Next, what other questions we got? Let's see. Objection obliterations. Let's just start off with, let's go some price drop stuff. So people talk about price drops a lot, and I feel like you think of it wrong. You think of it as like an event. You think of a price drop as like one event, and like that's not what it is. It's like a chain of events that leads to like, the action step at the very end. But you're setting yourself up. You should be setting yourself up the whole time, for that price drop, not because you're banking on it or not because, you're thinking you're going back, but just because sometimes it's needed and the seller don't always disclose everything or they don't know everything. The conditions different. I mean, there could literally be a million things. But hang on, dude, this thing's messing up. What is going on with my live? I hope y'all can see me here. Drop a comment if y'all can see me, because this thing is going wild. What is happening? Someone please drop a comment. Oh, geez. I'm going to assume that y'all can see me here. Okay, Dan, you can see me. Great. Let's see where we at. Price drops. So yeah, it's a whole process where, at the beginning, whenever that very first call, we're getting a contract, we're saying, as long as everything is as you say it is, Mr. Seller, then we're good to go. I'm going to close on your timeline on the price we discussed. So that's the first mental setup of the price drop, because now you've told, and whenever you say this, surprisingly, 9 out of 10 times I found more information comes out all of a sudden. So, they tell you everything about the condition and you say, all right, look, as long as everything you said is as you say it is, then we're good to rock. And then this just happened yesterday. They're like, well, it probably needs like 4 or 5 more windows. And I don't even know what windows are, but that's at least a few grand right there, I assume. And so you're setting it up to begin with of just, hey, as long as you're telling me the truth, we're good, And like I said, a lot of the time sellers just don't know. It's not that they lied, they don't know. So then from there, seller communication. This is a big one too. Seller communication. Throughout this whole thing, you need to be keeping up with your seller. As long as, even if nothing is happening, talk to your seller. Hey, Mr. Miss Seller, what's up? Hey, things are going good. Just nothing's happening. We're moving forward. Everything's going good. But you cannot ghost sellers. Like, that's why y'all are losing deals. You cannot ghost them. So this whole time you're building rapport, you're building credibility, and you're just keeping them updated. Then when you get walkthroughs, this is the very important part. You're keeping them updated based off of the buyer and contractor feedback. So, you know, Mr. Seller, I know that we discussed the flooring in the bathroom and the paint needs done and maybe the vanity, but we didn't discuss the flooring in the 2 master bedrooms and a whole new bathroom over here. Like, and so you're just saying that and you're letting them know, you know, hey, here's the facts, here's what we're seeing. And so you're mentally letting them know, you know, our rehab is more and it's more, which there in turn means we need to make up for it on the purchase price. So as we're going, you're setting that tone. Now, whenever it comes to the actual price drop part of it, now we're just coming with reason, logic, and evidence. So you don't want to show up with emotions here on these price drops because it's just not an emotional thing. It's all reason, logic, evidence. So, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you know, like we said, we discussed, as long as everything is like you say it is, we're good. Well, you know, we checked it out and this bathroom needs done, all this flooring needs done. So this is the reason that the prices needs to be different. It's only logical that it costs more, so I need it less, and the evidence is right there. I mean, look at the floors and look at the bathroom. It needs done. So that's how you're setting up the price drop the whole time. It's not one event. It's a chain of events that leads to one action. So drop a comment again. Let's see. I'm going to do it. Drop your question in the comments, baby. All right, let's see. Drop them in the comments. Where are we at? There we are. All right, sweet. Some price drops. Now, next, seller communication. Like I said, it's huge because this is why y'all lose deals. So people, they don't keep the sellers updated throughout it. So they might go a week, 2 weeks, not even touch base with the seller, and the seller's just sitting there wondering what's going on. And I don't think that people realize that, you know, this is a real seller, this is a real situation, this is a real live. Like, what if it's a foreclosure and now you're sitting there and the seller hasn't talked to you in like 2 weeks and they're like facing foreclosure, about to lose their house, you know, their wife's barking down their neck, like, what's going on? So talk to your seller throughout the whole process. You don't want to leave them hanging. Let's see what next. Drop another comment so I do not please have to just keep coming up with topics off the top of my head. Let's see what else we want to rock with. I want to do some obliterations, like some objections, but I don't know what questions y'all got. So if we don't get some questions, then I guess I'm going to just jump off here in a minute. Does anyone have any questions? Because if not, old dad is peacing out and making some dials. And if you want to make dials, I'll be in the Discord. Going once, going twice. All right. Appreciate you guys. I'll go live another time. Just let me know if y'all want a Q&A. If not, we'll do live seller calls. If anyone wants to do live seller calls now, let's do it. Let's go live. Otherwise, see you in Discord.